Hello everybody, lovely to have you back, and we're going to do a clearing today on it's one of your requests, removing energy vampires and parasites stuck in the energy field and everything that creates it. So removing energy vampires and parasites stuck in the energy field and everything that creates it. So if you set your intention to receive the benefits of this clearing, I'm the face behind the pendulum, and then we'll get stuck in. Here we go. You can turn down the sound, you don't have to listen to it. You can just open yourself up to receiving the healing for it. So do we know what we're working on, teams? Yes, of course we do. Removing energy vampires and parasites stuck in the energy field and everything that creates it. For anyone that's watching, it's 0% positive, 100% negative, which I'd expect for a group clearing. And where's it sitting in terms of consciousness? Are we at Ascended Master, or is it just after? It's at the 1 level. So 1 level of consciousness down there, we want to be all the way up to the top there and all the way up here as a minimum to Radiant Love New Paradigm level. So we're just going to ask the God team that I'm working with today to raise it from the 1 level of consciousness down here all the way up to Radiant Love New Paradigm level, and to raise it up to 100 positive down to 0 negative. We're going to try and keep this to 15 minutes. So these are sort of quick group clearings, but nonetheless still very, very powerful, and working with your high self teams on their side of life, they'll know what to clear for you. It's at a quantum level, the clearing, so it doesn't matter when it's done. If you're watching this and set the intention to receive the benefits of it, then you will receive the benefits of it. And it all depends how many programs or perceived blockages that you have running as to what kind of effect it will have on you. You may not feel any effect, or you may feel quite a shift. Everybody's different, and every clearing is different, and none of us know what we've got running in our energy field completely. So we're clearing with this, we're clearing unconscious energies, and we're clearing across all your energy bodies as well. So we're clearing the soul programs, spirit programs, stuff that's been inherited, stuff from other levels and layers of consciousness on your spiritual pathway journey to get to where you are now. So we're clearing quite a lot of stuff away. So removing energy vampires and parasites stuck in the energy field and everything that creates it. Still clearing away, as you can see. So let's see what this brings. Do have a look through some of my other SRT clearings, because even if you think something doesn't apply for you, even if I've got one on men's health coming up and one on women's health coming up, sexual health, and even if you think that'll be out, I think, before this one's out, but even if you think it doesn't apply to you being men's health, you know, you will have had other incarnations as a male. You've also inherited your father's belief system and stuff as well. So it's worth listening to everything that comes up, because you never know, we just never know what we're carrying from other lifetimes or ancestral. So let's have a look. Where are we going first? We're going to 6A, which is Master Charts. Inside left, we have abandonment coming up. Outside left, powerless. Inside right, failure. Anything else coming up? Do they have past life roots? Do they have ancestral roots? Yeah, let's get them cleared. Let's get those cleared. All master programs and discordant energy of abandonment. Powerlessness, that's one I added to the chart. And failure energy coming up with this one. And the thing is, if we're not fully and completely in our power, then that's when we allow energy vampires in and parasites in, people or energies that live off us, parasitic energy, stuck in our energy fields. Stuck in our energy fields because we're not fully in our power, we're not fully whole. And at some level or another, we're feeling fragmented because of beliefs, programming, unexpressed experiences, and so on and so on. So we're allowing that in. And when you've got things like failure running, that's because there's underlying abandonment usually. Powerlessness, yes, because we're allowing that in. We're feeling powerless, helpless. And abandonment is separation. It's separation energy, which means we're not whole, we're fragmented. If you'd like a personal clearing, or rather a package, personal clearing package. That's 3 personal clearings and the brain spirit restructuring that comes with it. My package is on my website. Details below, and the details on YouTube. Yeah, anyway, it's carolinecousins.com. And if you go to the work with me page about halfway down, you'll find there's 3 packages on offer, or I can do you a bespoke one. I can come up with a bespoke one that's just right for you. Okay, so that was quite a big clearing there. Where are we going next? Oh, we're still going back to 6A. Okay, so what else running in 6A? What else we got? Inside right. Where are we going? Despair. Oh, hang on, that was outside right, not inside right. Where are we going with it? Self-punishment. Okay, where else? Inside right. Oh, we are going to despair anyway. Or is it depression? Depression. Anything else? No. Do they have past life roots? Ancestral roots? Yep, so let's clear those. Let's clear those at all levels of consciousness. Let's clear despair as well. Just please, God team, if you can check with the high self teams we're working with to clear despair as well, because I keep mentioning that. Self-punishment and depression as well. Depression. It's very helpless energy, depression. It's also escapism energy, because the energy is moving in rather than expanding out. So let's clear the master programs and discordant energy across all time, space and dimensional elevation, seas, roots, branches, all energy bodies from everybody watching this, please, who set their intention to receive the benefits of this clearing for their highest good. And again, that makes sense, because depression typically comes with failure energy again. You never just get one thing that's running, oh, I'm only running failure, or I'm only running abandonment. You know, these things all kind of link in together. For instance, there's a video I've done, I did it 2 or 3 years ago, on how failure energy always brings its mates. As I said, it brings depression, it brings escapism, it brings self-rejection and feeling rejected. What's the point? Failure energy always comes with all of this, all of that. And quite often failure energy, I feel a failure is a root cause on its own, but sometimes, more often than not, it has abandonment underneath that as well. I feel abandoned, therefore I have failed as a human being, I have failed as a child, I've failed as a mother, I've failed as a sister, a brother, or whatever, you know, because I've been abandoned. So therefore I must have done something wrong, I must have failed in some way. Right, okay, so where are we going after that? Are we going back to 6A? There's more master programs, goodness me. Right, what we got this time? Inside left. We have betrayal energy. Is there anything else? No, it feels much lighter, I have to say. Past life root, yeah. Ancestral root, yeah, okay. Let's get that cleared. All master programs and discordant energy of betrayal energy. Of betrayal energy across all time, space and dimension, elevation, seeds, roots, branches, everything, everywhere. Let's clear that out for you. I want my coat of many colours. Da da da. It's in my mind this morning, that song. La dee da 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 la da da. Any dream will do. And in the east, can't remember all the words now, just as well for your sake. Right, okay, where are we going? Chart 11, we're into soul energy programming. And we are at dysfunction of thought, dysfunction of the mind. What's that? Programs the soul is unaware of. Do we need to research those? No? Okay. Cleanse the soul of evil. There's density. Let's just get those clear. This is at Lord of Lords levels. This is the first expression of the living soul in terms of consciousness here. And when we talk about cleansing the soul of evil, it doesn't mean to say, you know, you're evil or anything like that. It's based on the Bible, this system, and it has very biblical terms. And we mustn't get carried away with the biblical terms because of all the movies that we've seen. You know, it goes right back to the Genesis, and, you know, in the beginning, and Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden, and we, took a bite out of the apple, and that led to ego and evil and blah, 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 blah. We're basically clearing, sorry, that was a very bad description there, but I think you know what I'm saying, that the point is it's about density there, it's about ego, it's about negativity, so don't get hung up on the words. We're basically giving the soul a spring clean of negative energy and those programs that work against you, is what I'm trying to say. And we're clearing the programs the soul is unaware of there as well, and other dysfunctions that are running at that first expression of the living soul level of consciousness. See if there's anything to read you out of my little dictionary. Here we go. Cleanse the soul of evil. Let's just put some of your minds at rest. The belief that the soul contaminated itself with evil was established when the soul partook of the forbidden tree. That's what I was trying to say. So we just ask that the belief is eliminated. So we just cleanse the soul of those beliefs, that it's contaminated. I wore my coat of many colours, la da 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 da. Right, we're done then. Okay, where are we going next? I hope you're all keeping well at the time of listening to this. Chart 14, which is the pre-fall of consciousness, creating the illusion, and we're in conscious mind programs type 1 and type 2, so we're just going to clear those. That refers to charts on the other side of life. La da da dee dum do 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 la da da. So conscious mind is a working mind. I like that. I like that description. Other bodies with conscious minds are the first astral, the mental, the emotional, the I am, the Holy Spirit, the physical, and the third astral. I know some people have different names for the different energy bodies, but this is what they are in this system. The conscious mind of the physical body is the seat of the will. It observes, makes decisions, and programs the subconscious. And programs the subconscious. The conscious mind works through the 5 senses and can hold memories of what has happened even after clearing has been done. Clearing does not erase memories. It does get rid of the energy attached to the memory. And the conscious mind of the physical body can have up to 89 compartments where messages can be stored. Those memories can restrict a person's positive expression. When conscious mind is indicated on the inside of the master chart, just tells you what to do with it. All of these, by the way, are taken from The Freedom Path and Soul Recreation by Robert E. Detzler, who founded this system. The magnificent Robert E. Detzler, who founded this system. He was originally a parson or a priest or something along those lines originally. And this stuff started to be downloaded to him, and then he started using it in with his congregation to help them. And the church got wind of it and basically asked him to make a choice. It was the church or healing this congregation with this system. And he wanted to resolve it. It's called All Levels of Chart 3. The Godhead is alls the Godhead. Let's just clear those. He wanted to use this with his church work, but the church wouldn't let him. Even though it was bringing a lot of healing and help to his congregation. So he had to give up the church. He didn't have to, he could have given up the system, but he decided to go with this system, thank goodness, because it's brilliant and very, very effective. And he gave up the church instead, which is a great shame. It's a great shame why the two couldn't be combined, you know, to bring help and healing. Congregations, you know, whatever your views about religion, I'm not religious in the slightest. Used to be, but I'm not now. Spiritually minded. I'm not fixed in any religion. But, you know, religions can offer a great deal of help and support to communities out there. They do a great deal of good as well. We hear a lot about the bad, but, you know, they bring a lot of good and a lot of support and a lot of community as well. So they play an important role as well in helping people. So I'm not against that kind of support. We just need that kind of community. If we haven't got community in our everyday lives, then people will go searching for it, won't they? So, right, experience is the process, the intention is growth. These are learning blocks at spirit level. Oneness with God's spirit is the goal. Let's just clear all those learning blocks at spirit level there from anybody watching this. I've gone slightly over 15 minutes there, sorry. So I'm going to read you about creator consciousness, which is quite interesting. Creator consciousness. Souls who creator consciousness on chart 3, which is chart 3 back here, is where I have all the levels of consciousness that I always start with. It's that chart. Are called Father of Understanding. In other words, understanding of how to create. This is not an office, but a presence. They are at the 3rd level of creator beings. They take part in the formation of planets and solar systems and work under the direction of creator beings. The physical and 2nd astral bodies are formed there. This also involves the clearing of the 56 million elements that go into the makeup of the physical body when the soul incarnates. There you go, a little bit of information. Still clearing away these learning blocks at spirit level. So when I do personal clearings, they're in a lot more detail there, although it does depend on what comes up. 29, we go through your individual energy bodies as well and ask various other questions. We're clearing the emotional body, conscious mind, the idea at King of Kings level of consciousness, and was that inside? Was that outside? And we're opening you up for miracles. We like that. So let's clear any blocks to miracles and open you up for miracles. Let's clear that emotional body, conscious mind, and idea at King of Kings level. King of Kings is the egg and sperm level of the soul in its expression. So we're clearing those for whoever's watching, whoever it's appropriate for your highest good. Right, anything else before we go to mop-up? No, let's go to mop-up. We're doing a quick mop-up for the group clear. I'm trying to keep it as quick as possible. We go to a much more thorough mop-up on individual clearings. That's my mop-up list to go through. Whilst it's mopping up, you can see here's all the charts I have in this system. I also have some extra charts as well. There's lots of, you know, lots of addendums. So you can get the books, Soul Recreation, The Freedom Path. I have a few of the original charts in, but some of the original charts have changed since then. We've got various other, I've got other charts here, other things, and there's different other things that you learn when you're training that you can't get out of the book. And then I've got a whole wad here of other charts and protocols of stuff as well. So yeah, it's quite a lot. Are we done? Yeah, okay. Soul happy, high selves happy. Yeah, will it hold? Good. Where are we now with regard to the issue? We're at 100 positive now, 0 negative. Wonderful. It feels ever so light now. So whatever we've cleared, I thought we'd probably go to chart 5, which is the some of the programs for you know, the discarnates and satanics, demonics, and dark energies and stuff. But we didn't get taken there. So your teams will have. Your teams would have dealt with that. Whatever's coming up for you, your teams will have dealt with. So I hope that helps you. Any constructive comments and suggestions for other clearings below? I have a whole list of stuff here I'm working through. So I will take the most popular ones first. The ones because obviously it's going to appeal to more people. So if you've still been waiting for a while, then my apologies. I will get round to it, but I've got quite a few people who sent me an email as well. So have a lovely day. Hope it helps you. Bye everyone. Lots of love. Bye.